one for the ravers. This one for the ravers. This one for the ravers. This one for the ravers.
Hello, all. All right. Hopefully the sound is good. Well, the microphone, I should say. The music is one thing. Hello, all. Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you all for being here. I know normally I do the Oblivion fight, but and or Dawn or whatever. You know, we're in the weekend of kill event weekend. But you know, let me switch here. But the thing here, we had literally no one to fight. So we had no one to fight, literally no one. So, you know, instead of showing you a boring match, Oblivion, all that kind of stuff, I was gonna do, I was waiting for race day because we're in Eden, we're in winter, and we're getting into the central gate. So now we're forced to battle. Obviously we know reset happened a little while ago, and I was at work last night and I still haven't figured out successfully how to stream from my phone and make it kind of entertaining. Plus at work, if I get a call, I would have to leave and then it makes it all awkward and stuff. So I'm not a huge fan of that idea, but what I did do is I recorded reset the battles, and we're gonna do a little bit of strategy talk, a little bit of showing how the battles went. I'm gonna try and do that in a fast speed, and then we'll show the current stance and the battles that are going on right now. Honestly, I have not. At the end of the recording, I literally logged off. So how you see that end is how I saw it end. I have not logged into my base since then. So however the battlefield is right now is how it is, or how I'm seeing it for the first time. Shoot, I'm still trying to wake up. I can't talk for nothing. So yeah, so however you see the battlefield live is how I'm first going to see it. So whatever is the outcome of after reset, a couple hours after reset, is, I have no idea. So, oh, thank you. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is, and I'm trying, I didn't have a faster way. This is 2 speed is the fastest I could do. So when it starts slowing down, I'm going to skip ahead so that we can get it done. I don't want to spend all day watching a pre-recorded video and talking about it. So let me get over to that. And I hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let me throw on the wallpaper. Okay, so let's preface this because we are, so hold on, let me do it this way, because I know we're kind of, some of you may or may not know how the map of Eden looks, or for winter. Now Eden map regular is one thing, winter map is a totally different beast. So let me zoom out here and kind of show you how this map's set up. This map is set up as a 4-faction battle. In case you are unaware, you have mercenaries in the east. I always get it backwards. East, Desert Eagle in the west, Heralds of Freedom in the north, and Fearless Legion in the south. We are part of Fearless Legion. The other biggest guilds, I should say, are Heralds of Freedom. And there's a lot of guilds and a lot of alliances in Mercenaries and Desert Eagle. For some reason, they didn't want to unify. I don't know that. I don't understand that. It's one of my biggest irks. People need to learn. And I'm not going to say this to be mean or anything like that, because that's not my intention. My intention is to try and educate people on the game. But here's the deal. And I know this might sound, I don't know how, whatever, I'll just say it. Immigration is there for a reason, okay? You need to use it. And I understand people don't want to go to certain states. I know people don't want to work with certain people and play that. You know, we all have problems with this person or that person, whatever the case may be. That needs to go to the side, okay? At some point in the game, the developers notice that there are states that are not as active as others. And they force you to either merge or go to a testing state. And there are people in the testing states. Those are your, you know, weird 2000 states that they can't get out of once they're in. Okay, so either you immigrate to a more active state or you get thrown into a testing state and then you're stuck there. So people need to get over the fact of, hey, I didn't like this one person and they're at this state, or I didn't get along with these leaders, so I'm going to totally stay away from them all the time. That's fine. You can have those opinions, but when it breaks down to the end, at the end of the day, if you're this far in the game, if you're at Eden Winter, you need to immigrate. You need to consolidate all these states and active players into one larger state. Okay, having 10 states of 50 active players each is not going to cut it. People need to get with another alliance, get with another state, and merge you guys together. Okay, because here's the problem, and this is perfect example is our Eden, right? So Fearless Legion, which is ours, we have a full alliance. We're in a state. Yes, we have a couple of whales. That's fine. And everyone pisses and moans and complains, oh, we can't beat whales. Whatever. That's fine. I will say this. We might have the power in our state, but our activity level, yes, we will do a giveaway, ABCD. But our activity level is not as high as some of the other states, and they may not have the power, but they got the numbers. And this is the thing people need to realize. Yes, you might lose out on power, but quantity will overcome quality after a while. The strong players can only be so many places at once. So the way even one giant whale that no one can beat only can have 5 total APCs they can deploy. That's only 5. And I understand that, yes, it hurts when they break your garrison. Of course, they're going to guarantee break your garrison, or you can't guarantee to get through a certain area that you want to get through. So you use the numbers that you have and you work around that. Okay. The whole point is to use strategy. But the thing is you have to unify guilds and alliances. You have to have active members working together. Mercenaries, and this is a prime example. So Mercenaries has 2 active guilds that are pretty full, and they're very active, but they won't unify to create one extremely active guild. And if they had done that, this whole battlefield could be different, because they could actually be able to put up a fight, which could have gotten them into a center area. Now, would it have won them worlds, WC? No, but at least they can compete for second place and get those rewards. Same thing with Desert Eagle. There's like 5 different guilds in our Desert Eagle right now. All could have been merged together to create an extremely active guild that could have, caused a problem for someone. But they don't want to do that. So here we have a ton of different guilds all complaining that we're bullies or something like that. And the fact is if you didn't have 6 guilds in Mercenaries, all 6 guilds having very active players, you could have fought. You could have had... Is this stream to rant? Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. But I think the point I'm trying to get across is people need to use immigration and start working together in order to have a real battle, or to have fun, or even be competitive. Because really the fun is in being competitive. At the end of the day, yes, in Eden, we might lose troops, but we don't permanently lose them. They come back at the end of the season. So have fun, And that's my point here. Have fun. If you're not having fun, then you're doing something wrong, because the game is fun. So here we are. This is the first time I'm seeing it. I don't know how this all got left out, or not left out. I don't know how this all got left after reset, which we'll watch the initial. I don't care that you're looking at things. There's not much that is going to be surprising, I guess, so to say, to anyone. So the 4 gates, we had Heralds of Freedom come through this gate. There's 2 very active guilds in Heralds of Freedom, and so they took a stronghold and allowed the 2nd guild in. So there's 2 guilds from Heralds of Freedom came in through the north. We came in through the east and the west, or vice versa. This is east, that's west, and tried to come in here and lock them in here so they can't go anywhere. There's only 2 central gates here and here. As of right now, we definitely have this one. I think we're trying to secure this one as well. All the fighting is happening right here. As you can see, all the burning. They're trying to get through here, but I don't know if they're going to be able to. So as of right now, this is the first time I'm seeing it since I woke up. So I don't know what the overall scheme is, but this is where we're at. We have this locked up. We have this locked up. So we basically locked them out of this section here. And then over here, we have this locked up so they can't come through here. But, you know, it's 7 days. 7 days is a long one. So this is where we were at for race day, to try and figure out what's going on and how we got to this point. And where is it? Here. So I'm going to try and skip ahead as quick as possible, but this is how the gate battles went. We set up at both ends. Start working together and avoid drama. That's the other thing too, Abdul. Working together and avoid drama. I don't know why there's so much drama. I mean, yes, I get it. It's a battle game. People talk crap to each other, but at the end of the day, it's supposed to be fun, right? And so let's try and skip this along here. Let's start to the actual battle. I keep forgetting I can't move here. I can't move anything. All right, so we're all set up here. Let's get this going. 30 seconds. Here we go. We actually took this East Gate very quickly. But the tiling, so the tile battle was the hard part, the racing, the actually getting to the places. That was the hardest part for us, because especially on the east side, we were so far away, or west side, we were so far away. They do need to, I will say that, Sea Army, there was a lot of glitches, a lot of hiccups on the server all of a sudden. I will agree to that. I don't know what happened, but yeah, that definitely is a problem. Yeah, so to keep things fair, give everyone 100 crypto coins. I don't know about 100 crypto coins every week, but I feel like that would go quick. I don't know if 100 crypto coins would really make a huge difference, to be fair. I knew we were going to take 2 level 8 gates, so I was trying to save as much as I could. Oh, thank you for the super. I mean, thank you for the super, TPX. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. APC didn't come back. Yeah, I was trying to save as much as I could. I got the 5th APC, but which makes a difference. Trying to get that 5th APC is huge in Eden. The sooner you can get that, the bigger the difference you can make. Also, in winter, you also have the guild buildings, which are hard to get, especially in the center. There's the last one, the Iceborne Brotherhood. That's the last signal tower, and there's only 2 of those for everyone to fight over. I think what I was catching up on was last night, I guess we battled for the one with the on the north side, and I guess we got the last hit, luckily, and basically we just stole that from them. That's actually a big building because it increases your troops HP as you upgrade it. So the winter buildings, there's a lot of buildings, season buildings in winter. I saw in the Discord someone was asking about them, and that is a huge that is a lot to talk about, because there are personal buildings, there's guild buildings, then you have these I don't know how they north winter I don't know how they classify them, but structure buildings that give you extra bonuses and stuff. When did we start Eden? I think we started Eden about 3 weeks ago. I think around the beginning of September we started, and it was very slow, obviously. We actually didn't think we were going to have any good battles, to be fair. Because it just seemed like no one was organizing and no one wanted to fight. So all of our touching factions, they all just immediately wrote us like, hey, we want to make a deal. And we're like, come on now, like, we don't want to make, we want to battle, we want to have fun. And it was just like, it was kind of lame. And the only opponents we had were on the exact other side of the map, so it took forever to get there. But we finally got there last week, I want to say, and ever since then we've been actually having fun because we've been fighting each other. We've been actually having battles and stuff, so it's been fun for that aspect. This is Eden. Eden is much different. Or I'm sorry, this winter. I said Eden. Of course it's Eden. This is winter, which is a much different loadout. Honestly, winter, like maps like this with 4 factions should really be held for at least having 100 states, because it just, when you only have a low number of factions, it gets really boring. It really does. It's very hard because you have such a big map and you have like everyone fighting each other. I think when it's low numbers of states, they should always just do north and south just to keep it competitive, and then introduce 4 factions when you have a lot of states or a lot of heavily active guilds. And my message, I guess, to the devs is you really need to start looking at the 1300s. I feel like in this game, there's generations, if that makes sense. You have your early beginning generation, which is like the young states, like hundreds. And then you have like the next generation of players, which is from like 1,000 all the way to like 1,200. And then you have your 1,200 generation, then 1,300 generation, and now you have like the new generation, which is all the 1,400s. I think 1,300s where they started to kind of change things, but kept a lot of things old school. They kind of changed them in the wrong way, and I think it dissuaded a lot of players. I think the devs really need to look at the 1,300 bracket and start cleaning it up, because there's a lot of empty states in the 1,300s, like really empty. And they should be fixing that. They should be cleaning that up, because I think 1,300 still has a lot of heavily loyal active players, but they need to be forced together. They do. They need to be forced into a few different states. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to dissuade players from staying. It happened very much. It happened much faster than I think other brackets. Matchmaking is always unfair. I mean, yes and no. They do and they don't. What I will say is I feel like they don't even listen to the alliance, like who you choose as your partner and who you choose as an enemy. I feel like they just put them wherever the hell they want anyways. Because I think for the last like 2 or 3 seasons, everyone we've marked as an ally to like land with, we haven't landed with. It's almost the exact opposite. They put them, and it's not like we're choosing like the other strongest alliance. We want to have a battle. So we're choosing like a mediocre alliance. It's just we're not even landing with them. So I don't know what they're doing with the matchmaking. That needs to be adjusted as well. I agree, big time. So we're doing the tile, the racing now. I'm kind of moving all over the place, but For some reason, the Heralds of Freedom, after they made it through their gate, they went straight for the Stronghold, which we expected because they want to bring in that other guild. But they like stopped moving west, and it gave us an opportunity to secure everything in the west. Or west or east. I'm always, whatever, towards the mercenary side. I always forget which is which. So the left side got to get set up pretty well. It was the right side, the Desert Eagle side, that we had the big fight on. For some reason, they wanted to go that way, and I don't know why they went that way. That's the longer route for them. So I don't know why they decided to do that. I guess because they were closer to the capital on that side. And I think that's why they went that way, because they wanted to try and secure the capital. But they totally ignored it, and it took forever for their other guild to even get involved. Like, they took the Stronghold from the beginning, but that guild didn't bother to start tiling for another like 15-20 minutes. So they set themselves up for failure big time. But as you can see right here on their side, they I know I need to slow down here. I'm going everywhere. So on their side here, we're almost here. Let me see if I can get a good picture of it. But on the Heralds of Freedom side, where the capital is, you can totally cut the map in half right here. There's 2 points. I don't know if you can see it. This point here and this point here splits that entire side in half. Aren't we playing Dawn? There was no one in Dawn for us. That was the problem. Dawn mission we were against 1403, and I think that state's deader than dead. So no, Dawn we didn't do. I mean, we did it, but there was no one to fight, so it was boring. Our KE weekend was boring as all hell. Oblivion had like 3 bases to oppose us, and we had a full, battle lineup, and so that was nothing. And then KE had 1 opponent, and they were no one. So yeah, that's why I didn't stream it, because I was like, why? At least here I have stuff I could talk about and I could show. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it's the same on the other side. I think it is. Yeah. So on the north and south capital in the center for winter, and this is for future knowledge, especially for you guys. If anyone when they get to winter, this should be the goal to secure it. These 2 points right here cut the entire center in half. They're exact on both sides. So whoever can lock these up will secure that entire side. If you're at the bottom end here and you can get to the top and lock it up, then you secured everything. It's the same on the other side. So that's the overall goal, but you are racing. So depending on where your enemy is, it might be easy, it might be hard. Oh yeah, no, I get that. You could definitely talk about a lot of things, Dark. It's hard because it's like streams have never been my forte. I will say that. I mean, I'm sure some of you realize that I ramble a lot and I jump all over the place. My ADHD is bad for streams. So I go all over the place. It's a lot of rambling and a lot of, there's good information in there, I'm sure, but I don't know where I'm going with a lot of it because it's so random. But yeah, even at the slowest moments, there's always good information to learn and strategies because you can practice. The one thing I don't like about this game is they introduce all these maps and events and all that kind of stuff, and you don't get to really practice or play. You know what I mean? Like, the first time you see it is like either you're an expert at it or you're just gonna flounder the entire way, and I don't like that. I really don't. So when it's slow, that's like your practice round, and I do appreciate. But for winter, these 2 points are pivotal for the center. We were tiling that way, and if we skip ahead, you could see we were able to get to the first intersection there. We weren't able to get past the Capitol. The problem is that they were able to get to the Capitol before we did, so there was an onslaught pretty early. Did I drink? I wish I drank. I was at work, so I worked all night. I might be a little tired, and I'm on vacation mode, to be honest. I don't have to work until October 30th, so I'm off for a while. I need some relaxation. Plus, I have dogs that are barking nonstop. It's driving me insane. I think that's what it is. I'm really actually being driven insane by the pets in the house because they are nonstop being loud, and I can't get some quiet. This is the most quiet I've gotten. So yeah, the battle really happened here at the end of the recording while we were trying to get the shield walls up, and because they were right at the edge, breathing down our necks. Let me skip to, yeah, so right here, they're literally breathing down our neck here. And we're still trying to get the shield wall up. So that's going to take like 2 hours. So that was hard to do. But amongst all the, all that boring stuff, I was also, plus this also happened after 2 level 8 gates. So durability was at like nil. We had nothing. 58's been good too. I'm not going to lie, Mikey. 58 is also another solid alliance. It's a solid guild. The problem is, and this is where they screwed up. I don't know why they decided to do it this way, but B0M and 58, they're both in Heralds of Freedom, and at the beginning of the season, they were fighting each other. And now they're kind of working together for a common goal of trying to win. But this reverts back to the whole discussion of alliance pride in Eden, and how you have to get rid of that state alliance pride in order to win in Eden, because Eden is not meant for that. Because B0M and 58 didn't merge their 2 people together, they're now at a disadvantage. Exactly, they were fighting each other. So if 58, if Heralds of Freedom had B0M's most active and strongest merge with 58's most active and strongest, we would have had a problem. But at this point, it's too late for them to do that. I mean, they could still technically do it, but I don't think they will. And if they were able to do that, this battlefield might actually be much different. And like I said, we still have 7 days. Oh, that's why I stopped recording. I was having a lot of server issues. As you can see, server issues. Nothing was loading. So that's why I stopped the recording and I went to bed. I said, whatever. I can't do anything anyways. I have no durability. I have all my troops garrisoned somewhere. So whatever happens, it's kind of out of my hands because I can't even do anything to help anyways. So that's why I stopped streaming there. So yeah. So the way that wound up was the shield wall was still going up. in all the areas, and we were trying to defend as much as possible. So this is pretty much the first time I'm seeing this map ever since then. So it looks like we took the Iceborne Brotherhood, which is great because there's only 2 of those, and it looks like 76 took the other. So 76 is kind of our allies, but they're in a different faction, so we can't really join, which is the problem. And it looks like we took control of the just above the shield wall area. We could take the stronghold if we want. But let's see. It looks like 70. Okay, so 76, our allies came in. It looks like they were helping big time with the tiling. So we're still fighting here, but 58 looks like they're going to be taking control, or the main focus of this side. Because I don't see really any bomb tiles. There's some there. They're still maintaining a presence, but not a significant one. Let's see where we're at with a little bit of the rest. So is this bomb over here? Yeah. Okay. So it looks like bomb made it through here. So it looks like they're going to try and... I don't know what they're going to try and do. Okay, so they're way back in here. Okay. So they're over here. Do we have this wall up? Ooh. We do not have shields up. Okay. Well, that's great because they're right there. So that's good. I guess. Not. They just left, so that is actually gonna fudge us up. That is not good. Awesome. And yeah, that's not a safe area. Okay, so yeah, this is not ideal. So we're gonna do this here. We're gonna start taking some tiles here because we need to create a little buffer zone. And then I'll garrison everything I can. Yeah, 7 days. That's a long time. Or so we have a total of 21 days left. 7 days for World Center to open. And then I think it's another 7 for World Center, and then the rest is back and forth battling. So the one thing here, though, is people can actually steal gates and steal buildings, so it's never really safe. Eden can be boring. It just depends on where you're at. If your state and stuff like that is not established, yes, it's going to be very boring. If you're, or I should say, if your bracket is not established with good active players, it's going to be boring. And that's just the way it is. All right, let's see if I can head. It looks like I'm the only person doing anything, so that's good. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Glad that's happening. Oh, geez. Any good states to my... depends on where... So what are you looking at? What brackets are you in? That's the question. That's true, too. Landing on the wrong side. And leadership. Poor leadership is a big one, too. Don't forget. You know how I feel about leadership. That is one of the biggest factors in this game. Good leadership. Knowing when to immigrate, knowing when to try and pull people together, swallowing their pride and working with people that they may not like or get along with. That is a big thing. But it also depends. Like I said, TJ, it depends on what bracket you're in. I mean, if you're in 1460, I'm not going to tell you should immigrate to like 1350, you know? But if you're in the 1390s, then that's a different situation. Or if you're in the 1360s, I'm not going to tell you to go to 1250. But yes, there are. There's a lot of selfish players. That is, I 100% agree with you. And it's always the worst players. They're not even strong and they're selfish. It's usually the stronger players that are the most unselfish players, I find. Because they're always wanting to work together and help each other out. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna try and lock some of this up. And then, shoot. Come on, speed it up there, kiddos. Why are we going so slow? Stop going slow. They can't get through. I'm going to try and garrison after this. But I'm hoping we can lock this up. Where the hell is this guy? I gotta turn it off to see. Come on, people. Oh, come on, dude. At least I locked that. Hopefully we can lock this up. 20 seconds. Jeez, dude. Oh, I picked the slow one, of course. Come on. All right, good. We got that. And I'll leave them there for... Okay, cool. That works. That works for that, at least. Where's Moody? I don't know. He might be sleeping. It's early. So Moody's on the same time frame, I think, as me, or a few hours behind. I will say this. The majority of my state is on the same time frame as me, and that is a big difference than what I'm used to, because a lot of the states and stuff I've been in have been a lot of like European and a lot of European. Oh God, come on! A lot of European and like Eastern Russian and stuff like that. So having this has been nice. Having a lot of players on the same time frame. Just farm map. Yeah, if you are bored, you might as well just farm the map and do what you can. You know, just try and get all the achievements you can get. That's your biggest thing. And then I'm going to garrison here. I want to make sure that they don't go down. And tiling, by the way, tile wars is skill. This is a lot of skill. You have to, and I see so many players be horrible at tile war. You have to try and predict where they're going. Look at how fast your enemy is moving and try and get ahead to cut them off. You have to try and plan ahead. You can't ever just like go with it. Son of a bitch. Can I get this? Can I get this? Fighting with the polar bear. Honestly, most of my pets I haven't even really been paying attention to. I've been having to switch my loadout so much. I haven't been even paying attention to what pets are where. Come on, guys. Where is everyone? Gotta stop them. See, this is what frustrates me. I'm seeing players trying to take from behind, but we got not enough people trying to cut them off. That's an issue. God dang it. You guys are killing me. All right, well, we're going to put one there, and I'm going to try and pull... I can't pull them because they're right there. That's what's holding them back right now. God dang it. Pets are difficult. I will say that. I have high-level pets, and even I don't have them maxed out. It's very hard. I agree. Eden is. I mean, like I said, normally I don't stream. You guys know I don't stream very, very long, but I could probably stream all freaking day with this, right? Because we're in massive tile war, so it's going to be back and forth all day long for the next like few days. That's the problem. There's so much fighting going on, and there's so many different fronts to try and keep an eye on, because, you know, there's this with the shield wall, and then they can go the other way, and they can go this way and that way, and it's a lot. And they don't even have their shield walls up. I mean, I get why not, but ooh. And then yeah, they're still doing it. So I mean, oh, I see there's a bomb tile there sitting solo with nothing else around it. Why? That needs to be taken out. But yeah, this is a dangerous place. Where does this go? Can this, oh shoot. Man. Yeah, so that just comes around here. So as long as we hold this point here, we're gonna be okay. But the problem is we have to hold this point here, and they're literally right here. Try and get this. Come on, get it. What do you think about the? Oh, hold on. You say reach 10K might? Oh, really? Wow. 10K is impressive. So, what are you in the 1200s? Because that's about the only place you can do that. What do you think about the 3 military skill on conflict? Oh, the one that okay, yeah. That was the one that I did the video on. That was, I think, our last one. I'm not sure, or the one before. I like the 3 military skills. I did like that one, honestly. I liked how it was, it added a different perspective on it, I guess, so to say. I don't know if that would be the right word to use, perspective. But it did change things slightly. Let's see if we can block them up. Can I pull you? No, I can't pull you yet. Dang. So we'll see if I can cut them off here. So yeah. I did like that, though, the 3 military skills. I did like that one. Because you could do the flamethrower and all that stuff, where it's not really that effective. Let's be honest, the flamethrower aspect and all that wasn't very effective. But what was effective was the other skills that you would get, like the speed up of the padding and all that other stuff. That was where it was worth it. I think you only can't beat Gatsby base. Oh no, I beat him easily. I easily beat Gatsby. Not performing good when they release shit heroes every time. I agree on that. There's been a lot of like lackluster heroes. Hitachi versus LNG Techs. Oof. Well, yeah, Hitachi is gonna win. That's just the way it is. High-Tech is, yeah. High-Tech is the strongest right now. But you're talking about, you know, an extreme whale. You can burn tiles with military skill? Yeah. If you're in that Eden. If we're talking about the same thing. When he said 3 military skills, he means the 3 from the 1 Eden, on Eden Conflict. What up, NNF? Strong he is. What is he? We Yoda now? Strong he is. Oi, oi, oi. Well, I'm glad one of our strong players made the last hit, but he needs to where was wait, where were you? Wait, do I still need you here? You're my strongest APC. Why? Well, I don't know why you're there. There's no reason for you to be there. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm like, why do I have... Oh my God, stop it. Stupid Google. Oh my God, we're just gonna do it this way. All right. Why my strongest APC is sitting there not doing anything is beyond me. I need to have them where they're gonna be useful. Let's put them here. Not that one. Yes, that one. All right. Oh, where are we at? Hold on. What's my might? My might, I still believe for the fighters is just over 5. I want to say. It depends on. Once again, it depends on the situation, but overall, I think it's just at 5. Because remember, siege attacking and siege defending does change, and tile battles change, conflict changes, arenas change it. But I think I'm normally sitting around, depending on what it is, between like 46 and 5, just over 5. Just depends. You're in the map? Nice. Where are we at? Hold on. We should focus only on SP heroes now. Yes and no. There's a lot of SP heroes that are useless now. Which skill? The supporter skill, like, yeah, Bankai, like she said, supporter skill. Yeah, my might was around 5,000 depending on the situation, but yeah. In BKB, no, I don't know. I didn't see their map. How long? It's as long as I want it. 24 hours. Yeah, 24. I mean, technically we could do 24 hours now that we're in an exciting aspect. I'm just trying to answer questions right now, and then I'm gonna get the giveaway going. So I'm just trying to maintain and kind of. I'm also trying to make sure that we don't lose our shield wall positioning, because that would be bad. But yeah, TJ, it depends. If you want to immigrate, it all depends, like I said, on your where you're currently at. Because there are active states, and they're always looking for active players. So you might not, you don't always have to be the strongest player, but if you're very active, that's very beneficial to a lot of states. Oh, BKB1? Nice. Yeah, more than likely the new SP will come out in about 10-15 days. It just depends. Oh, it didn't. All right. Yeah, so right now I think all of mine are sitting somewhere. Let's see if I can back up someone's garrison. Let me back up here. Back up just in case. Okay. Okay. SP roll is the same 3 type. They keep increasing strength. Yeah, and SP they adjust as the game goes. That's why the older SP are kind of outdated and not really used anymore, because as they are making new heroes, they're basically making heroes to super out the last heroes, and it's just kind of what's the word? Predictable, I guess so to say. And it gets a little boring because you're like, well, I have all these heroes, why can't I use them? So what I would love to see them do is revamp some of the heroes they currently have, some of the old ones, and alter them just slightly so that they're more relevant. Instead of creating a new hero, let's alter the old ones to create some spice, I guess so to say, in the game. Because everyone uses the same loadouts, right? Especially the whales. They all use the same loadouts, and really it just comes down to might. Who has the better might? Who spends more money and has more tech? That really is what it boils down to. But if they can adjust the older heroes that are already established and kind of make them relevant again, I think that would create a lot more interest. If you could create a way where a lower player, or not a lower player, but a slightly weaker player has a way to beat out a much more powerful player, I think you would see a lot more interest in the game again. Well, you know what the real problem is going to be is when they introduce another UR hero. There's going to be another problem, because that is going to be just whatever. UR heroes is kind of like a whole different topic for me. Nice if they give slow updates to and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would Rooftop. I would love to see new heroes, or I would love to see old established heroes with more relevant skills. That I 100% agree with that. That would drastically change things. You could split SP. You should be able to split. I thought you could. I'm pretty sure you could. Let me double check. Hold on. Maybe I'm talking out my butt, but I'm pretty oh my God. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, right here. Split. You can split. You can do it right here. All I gotta do is click this button. I wouldn't suggest splitting an SP. There's no point. But you can. There's no point in splitting an SP. Really none. Oh yeah, Darkseid, you're 100% right. There's going to be a UR fighter and a UR shooter coming. That's going to be a big problem. I don't like. I like the UR here. Let's preface this with, I do like the UR hero. I do like it in theory. I don't like the obvious money grab it is. Between this and the equipment, eventually there's going to be an outfit, and you know that's going to have to be upgraded. I don't like that aspect of it. What I did like, though, is the skin, the base skin. I like that idea. The idea of the upgradable base skin, that idea I can get behind, because you can get a lot of extra boosts and benefits from that skin. I mean, is it very expensive? Yes. At the end of the day, it will be very expensive to upgrade, but at least it allows everyone a chance to upgrade it. And it's not hard to get. I mean, you could get it easily, but everyone can at least upgrade it to the basic first level without getting too crazy. The supply depot. They did add they did upgrade it though slightly. What I don't know what you mean by upgrading the supply depot though. You mean giving more stuff? Is that what you're trying to? Oh, sorry. I hate when they do this. You mean giving more stuff, or because now they just added the pet observatory and the military tunnel. These two are new, where you can get specialty program and the trainings. These are new. So supply gather. So, and don't forget, for some new players, a lot of things are removed. So some of these things are outdated, like the biotech is outdated. New states don't get the biotech lab, wherever the hell it is. I have it. I can't even. Oh, there it is. I see it. This doesn't even exist for the new states. So, and having all that, I mean, this stuff is cool, I guess, to an extent, but that doesn't even exist for the new state. So we can't max with those resources. No, you mean in the small amount that they give you? I agree. They do not give you a lot of, I 100% agree. What they ask to have to upgrade things and what they give you for free do not line up at all. Thermal is like pulling teeth. I agree. They like, yeah, no, I'm with you on that. So like in the supply hub, for example, if anyone's not, aren't following what kind of we're talking about, but like, so like this, yeah, I can get a max of 65 thermal a day. Cool. The problem is when you go to upgrade, and you need 500, and this is just the basic. As you get to like T4, you need thousands. You need like 24,000 just to go up 1 star. So yes, I agree. What they ask and what they give you for free are not really in line. It shouldn't be that expensive. I agree. Doesn't exist? Oh, the biotech doesn't exist for the old states as well? Oh, I didn't know that. So they just introduced it for a certain time period because they thought it would be a good addition, and then they realized it probably wasn't. So yeah, I get that. Let me catch up. I see money hero, not you are hero. Yeah, I know, exactly. 100% agree there. All right. I'm in the 1000. The thing you showed is not for us. Oh. The biotech, this, right? This is not in yours, you mean? I got it. Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like they added this temporarily because they thought it was going to be a cool addition. Honestly, the way that it's set up sounds like they were going to use her and this whole feature to be a bigger thing, I guess, so to say, because there was like a store function coming soon. There was a whole talk thing. There's a whole story with her. So I think they were intending this to be more than what it was, and they just realized it sucked and they got rid of it. Because yeah, this isn't in new states either. This seems to be only like a 1200 or 1300 thing. So yeah. All right, let's get things set up for the giveaway. I got all the names that I'm going to put in. And let me get all the names put in. So let me make sure everyone on the list is in there. I got that. Let's see. You're good. You're there. You're in. You're in. Some of them are already in. I'm trying to knock off names. I don't want to have doubles. Try it, like I said, try and do it as fair as possible. Cookies. I see Ruble. Kareem. Gotcha. Where you at? All right. Shrish. Your hand. Riri. Haggerty and Meyer. Okay, and let me put in the rest. Okay, I have the list. It's in. So let's do this. We're gonna do 5. Wait, do I? Where am I at with it? I want to make sure I have what I have here. One, 2, 3. We'll do 7 today. 7 winners out of 35. Let me pull it up. Sorry. 7 out of 35. So Chocolito all the way down to Mesquite. 35 people. What's wrong? I don't know why they stopped the quiz. Oh, you mean in the quiz, the weekly quiz in the Discord? Is that what you mean? Yeah. So okay. So here's the deal. So this is kind of an insight from our perspective. Okay. And this is what is kind of giving me hope for this game. So we're going to do the giveaway in just a second, but let me just say this real quick because I know some of you brought that up. The quiz stopped, all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna have 7 winners today, but what's going on behind the scenes a little bit, just I don't know a lot of specific detail, but it kind of gives me hope for the game. There seems to be a little bit of a shakeup going on at the company, and they're looking to change things up slightly. It seems like maybe they're trying to revamp the game, and not only just the game, but also the content creation aspect of it. So it seems like there might be a lot more new features, a lot more insight into listening to the players, all that kind of stuff. So it gives me hope for the future of the game. But all of that is kind of like in limbo right now. So we don't know exactly what's happening. So depending on what that all boils down to, we'll see how that all pans out. But you guys will probably be the first to know. All right, so let's give out these 7. 7, 1, 2, 3. Good luck, everyone. Give out 7. Ruben. 2. I already wrote down the list a while ago. I try to get everyone who's as active as possible. Dorix, congratulations. I never won the quiz, but Jug likes that. But yeah, having the options is great. And don't get me wrong, I like being able to give out gift codes, and I do like that they do give out gift codes, but I don't know how that works behind the scenes and financially, all that kind of stuff on the company. I don't run the company, I just try to do this end of it. Andres, congratulations. I don't have anything to do with the company except for I just try to make videos about the game. That's it. So that's 3. We got 4 more. Oh, now 1,000 every week? Shoot, that's more than I get. ABCD, congratulations. 1,000 every week? Dude, I don't even make 1,000. Shoot, I wish I made that on here. Kaya, congratulations. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Last 2, last 2. I'll shuffle for the last one, TJ. Darkseed, congratulations. You got 10 out of the 1,000 that you want. Oh, God. Last one, last one, last one, last one. Oh, God, there was glitching. Darnell, congratulations, Darnell. All right, all 7 of you, write me on Discord. I'll get you a gift code. And we'll go from there. I think that's about it for today. Otherwise, it's just going to be back and forth tile battle. That's kind of fun. That's kind of not. But I know I have things to do. I know you guys probably have things to do. It is Sunday for us. I know most of you probably the same boat. It's the last day of the weekend. So go enjoy your last day of the weekend. Go watch some football, whatever you do, sports, whatever wise. Go watch that. Go play. Go spend time with the family. Go enjoy yourself. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, I'll try and keep you guys updated. We might do another stream this week, just depends on how battles go. But I'll try and announce that in the Discord as it comes. So thank you all for being here. I like each and every one of you. I appreciate you. Help each other out. Look out for each other. But most importantly, be safe out there. Bye.